Hello, I am Mrs. Aarti Shingari from Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1, Ahmednagar. Today we will learn the lesson Flying Together. It is from class 5 English NCERT books. In this story, there is a flock of geese who are living together. In the thick forest, there is one tall tree, and on that tree lived a flock of geese. Every morning, the geese used to leave the tree, go outside and enjoy themselves, have food outside. And evening, they used to come back to the tree. There was one wise old goose in that flock. He saw a creeper growing near the tree. So he advised all the other geese to cut the creeper. The other geese said, "Why to cut the creeper? It is doing no harm to us." But the wise old goose said, "Now it is not doing any harm, but when it will grow up, it will give the way to the hunter to climb up the tree." But the flock of the geese, they didn't listen to him. They said, "Why to cut the creeper? We will see when the time comes." And one day, when they were coming back on the tree, the hunter, he came behind them and he saw the geese coming on that tree. He said, "That means this flock of geese live on this tree." So he went home and he got a net. Next morning, he put the net on the tree. And you know, children, how did he climb? He climbed the tree using that creeper. Now the creeper had become thick and strong. So the hunter used it as a ladder and climbed the tree. When the flock of geese came back in the evening, all were trapped in the net. They started crying. Now the old wise goose, he said, "What is the meaning of crying now? When I told you to cut down the creeper, you didn't listen to me. Now I have got one more idea. You should stop crying now." Then suddenly all the geese, they stopped crying and they said, "Come on, tell us and we will follow you." The old goose said, "Now when the hunter comes in the next morning, we will all pretend to be dead. The hunter will say, now to carry down the dead geese is of no use. So he will throw us one by one on the ground. And when the last goose falls down, we will fly together. But you should remember, no one will get up before the last goose is thrown out." "Yes," said the geese, and they pretended to be dead. The next morning, the hunter came. He saw all the geese are dead. So he started throwing one by one on the ground. All the geese pretended to be dead. And when the last one was thrown away, the geese, they were alive actually, they were alive. So they woke up and they flew away. So in this story, you get a very beautiful moral, children. What is that moral? A stitch in time saves nine. This is a proverb in English. Its meaning is that we should always work at the right time. We should not wait for the next day or the next hour or the next minute. We should do our work there and then. So children, you get a very beautiful moral that always do the work in time. Now we'll see the new words which are in the lesson. The first word is geese. Geese, children, it is the plural for goose. It is a bird. Goose is a bird, you know that. Next is creeper. What is a creeper? It is a plant which needs support to grow. It takes the support of wall. It takes the support of other trees. See here, you can see the creeper. Then winding. Winding means going in circular or spiral in shape. See how you can see here the creeper. It goes round and round, spiral. Then muttered. Muttered means to speak in a very low voice so that others cannot hear you. Or if you want to share a secret with your friend, then you mutter in her ears. So to speak in a very low tone, that is to mutter. Then flapped. Flap means move wings up and down. The geese, they flapped their wings and flew away. Now comes the question answers. Where did the geese live? The geese lived on the top of a tall tree deep in the forest. Why did the old bird advise the other birds to destroy the creeper? The old bird advised the other birds to destroy the creeper because it could help the hunter to climb up the tree to kill them. Why did the geese cry, help, help? The geese cried for help because they were trapped in the hunter's net. You can see here how they were trapped. What did the hunter do when he thought that all the geese were dead? The hunter threw them down out of the net one by one on the ground. Here you can see the line of geese. Why did the geese pretend to be dead? The geese pretended to be dead to save themselves from the hunter, as he will do no harm to them. No harm to them is no harm to the dead geese. Describe an incident in which you fell in trouble because you did not do your work in time. Last year when I was in class 4th, now you are in 5th, so last year you was in class 4th. I learned my lessons before my exams, but during my exams, my cousin came and I started playing with him. I couldn't do the revision, so I didn't perform well in my exams. This is just one example, children, which I gave you. You can write any incident of your own. Now, state whether the following statements are true or false. First statement, the tree was the house of a flock of parrots. It is a false sentence because who lived there? Flock of geese. The wise old bird wanted the creeper to be destroyed. It is true. The hunter climbed the tree with the help of a ladder. It is a false because he climbed with the creeper. When caught in the net of foolish birds, began to weep. It is true. They began to weep. They began to cry. Weep means cry. The wise old bird helped them to escape. It is true. Yes, he gave them an idea to pretend to be dead. So children, now actually in this lesson there are many more exercises. So I'll be doing that video in second part of it in the next video. So if you like my teaching and if you want me to make more and more videos, please children do like, share and subscribe my channel Abhi Priya.